All right, and welcome to Intro to Engineering Design with Mr. McDonald. And today we're going to start working on our dice set project, the Onshape portion. In this video, we're going to work on the D4 dice. So this is the four-sided dice that is a triangular pyramid. So once we're done with this video, it'll look somewhat like this. You'll need to continue putting the numbers all around the side and choosing your colors, materials, and if you want it to be engraved or raised numbers, that kind of thing. But this is the basic outline. So we will start by creating a new part studio. So I hit the plus, go to part studio, and so we've got our new blank workspace here. So if you remember the way the dice looks, it's got each of the faces is a triangular pattern. So we are going to start by doing a sketch on the top face. So rotate it to the tops up, hit the sketch button, top. Now for those who are here, they've seen this tool already. If not, this is the Inscribed Polygon. So you can create anything from a three-sided figure all the way up to, I believe it goes up to about 50. So went ahead and selected that tool. Start by hovering over the origin. I'm going to draw it out to about an inch. Typically, it will start by drawing a six-sided figure. So there we go. We're a little closely about an inch. Again, it doesn't really matter because the first thing we're going to do once I let go, we're going to change the number of faces. So if I move my mouse to the right, it increases the number of sides up to 50. If I go to the left, I guess only to a certain extent, it lowers it, in this case, down to 3. Gives us that triangle. And now we can change the dimensions. So you'll see we've got our text box here with the diameter, which is that inscribed polygon piece. So we're going to change this to 1 inch. So now we've got a 1 inch diameter inscribed circle inside of our triangle. It says 3x because it's got 3 sides. So got a flat triangle here. Oh, hit escape. I didn't mean to hit that button. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create the top of our dice, which is just a point. But we currently don't have a plane to draw it on with just the top, the front, and the right. So I'm going to right click on top plane over here, and I'm going to do what's called an offset plane. This allows me to create a plane that is parallel to the plane I selected. So parallel to the top, it's asking me again what plane. So top's already selected. In this case, I'm going to go 1 inch because I want my dice to be approximately 1 inch tall. If I wanted to go below, I would hit this button to flip it, but I'm good with it being up above, so we'll leave it there. Now I'm going to sketch. I'm going to rotate over to where I'm looking straight down at my plane because I want to sketch on plane 1, and I'm going to create a point right above the origin. So now once I hit the check mark, and if I 3D rotate, you'll see I've got my triangle here, and I've got a dot, which when I rotate is right over the origin. So now my next step is to loft these two planes or these two sketches. So I'm going to hit the loft button. It's this one right here. I'm going to do a solid new. It's now asking me where do I want to loft or what planes or sketches or profiles. I'm going to select that dot that I created, and I'm going to select the triangle. So you see it created my triangular prism. I'm going to go ahead and hit the green check mark. And now just to clean up my view, I'm going to remove these planes. So now I've just got the triangular pyramid sitting there. So most triangular dice don't have these very sharp points. So we're going to use a tool that we used a while back, which is the fillet, to give it that rounded corner. Once I click on that, it's asking me what do I want to fillet. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to click all of my edges to my dice. So it should list them all here. You should have 6. It's asking how far do I want to fillet it. I could do something really big, 1/4 inch, and it makes it look like a small nubby kind of dice. Instead, I'm going to go with very fine corners, not taking off too much, but at least giving it that rounded edge. So go like that. We'll rotate back over to which face would I like to do? Let's go with the front. So now I've got nice big triangle face, triangular pyramid. My next step, and this is again is a tool that we walked through the other day. Not everybody was in class, so we're going to add our numbers. So I started by clicking on sketch. It asked me where I want to sketch. So I want to sketch on the face of the dice. So I clicked that face. This button here is our text. And then just like if we were creating a Google slide or PowerPoint, we're going to draw our little text box. So we'll put it right there. One thing I'm not a fan of with Onshape, as I go, it doesn't automatically put it in here. My preview's over here. So I can select to bold it, italics. My preview box is right here. I can flip my font horizontally, vertically. Combination of the both. If I want to change my text, it's right there. Once I've got a text that I like, hit the green check mark, and you'll see it's now added that one into a sketch. Not quite done here. So right now it's just kind of sitting there. It doesn't know if it's extruding this or doing anything. And if I check it and move on, it doesn't really do anything other than just kind of appear. So in this case, my next step is to extrude it. If I do a solid and select the face, so in this case, sketch 3. Let's make this a little bit smaller so you can see what it's doing. We'll just go 1/10 of an inch. Still really big. Kind of gives it a raised, it gives it a raised font, almost like a stamp. Again, even 1/10 of an inch is really too much. Let's go with 1/100 of an inch. So now it's raised, but not overly dramatic. It wouldn't impact the roll of a dice. If I hit the check mark, you can see it's a nice solid raised number. If I double click on that and instead change it to a surface and do the number, it's still raised, but it's just the outline of the dice. I can also go through, if I wanted to, and do a solid remove. And let's make this a little bit bigger. I flip the arrows, and since this one is a remove, it gives it an engraved number. So that's how you do the number on the side of the dice. You would repeat for all the numbers in each of the corners. Remember, as you're doing a D4 dice, that one will be repeated here in this corner on this face and on this face. So you'll have that one in all 3 corners, or all 3 faces at the same corner. So that way, no matter what side of the dice you're looking at. So make sure you compare your dice to one of the examples so you know where exactly the numbers should be going and the order they go in. So that's it for the D4 dice. Remember to like, subscribe, and check the rest of the videos in the playlist for the rest of the dice in our dice set project. Thanks.